Yo, what's up, y'all? It's the MMA Analyst. The morning after Affliction, Day of Reckoning. It was a great night of fights. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna present to you my time at Affliction, Day of Reckoning, and also it's gonna be like a tutorial slash, instructional. I guess it's the same thing. It's gonna be like an instructional video on how to do what I did, because everybody can do it if they want to, if they try to, and if they work, and then if they hustle. All right, so let's get right down to it. Step one. Now, it's going to be more like a tutorial slash, telling you how it was. Step one, you got to support the people. All right. Now, what you have to do with this, you got to notice, Affliction, Day of Reckoning, blah 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 blah. But then you got to look over here. That's $50, and then you got to look down here, 442. What's that mean? Basically, that means I bought some nosebleed ass tickets. Okay, the tickets where when you get up high, your ears pop, and your nose possibly bleeds from the pressure from being too high. You can't really see anything but little ants, so you look at the big screen. All right, those are the tickets you buy. A, because you want to support your people. B, because you don't have, maybe you do, but I don't have 500 times two tickets, one for myself, one for my wife. $1,000 to be spending on a fight. You know what I mean? Not yet. Maybe down the line, if I'm a famous person, they don't want to give it to me for free. That's cool. I put out $1,000 like blam, and give me this too, blam, and that, wow. But right now, 50 times two, $100. All right. Now the reason why you do this is a long time ago, a very wise man. After my first concert I'd ever been to when I was like maybe 14. I came back, he said, "What happened, man? How was it?" I said, "Man, it was awesome. I bought the closest tickets I could buy and I could see everything, man, and it was great." It was a Rush concert. It was great, man. It was, man. He said, "What? What do you mean?" He rewinded. "What's wrong?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You bought what tickets?" I'm like, "I bought like, row blah, blah, blah." I was like 20 rows back. "How much did that cost?" "I don't know, like 120 bucks. What the damn? He said, "Look, man, what you got to do." This guy's a doctor now, so he is wise. He's like a year older than me. He said, "What you got to do is you got to buy the cheapest tickets and hop your ass up to the closest seats. And then you can spend like $30 on like lawn seats and just jump up." I said, "What?" And then ever since then, I've been doing it. Supporting my people, but also supporting myself. And also providing kind of like a public service to my country or your country or wherever I am. Because here's a problem, or here's a situation. Sometimes people don't do the job. Sometimes those people are doctors, lawyers, um, police officers, teachers. When they don't do their job, yeah, it's tough. Presidents, sometimes they don't do their job, and that sucks. But sometimes they do their job, and that's good. But what we're going to talk about when they don't do the job. When they don't do the job, it sucks. But there are some people who, when they don't do the job, you benefit. These people are like movie theater ticket guys, concert ticket checker dudes, parking guys. Like these are the guys where they don't do the job, you profit, and it is your job to expose these these job guys, so that you can say, "Look, man, do your job right, or this could happen." Because if not, they just keep doing it, and then nobody ever know, and whatever, whatnot. Every place I've ever been to now, I look for the person who's not doing the job, because I want to find them. I say, "Do your damn job." So how do I do that? By exposing them by not doing the job. Go to a Pistons game, and I with my feet on the damn court. I bought nosebleed seats. Didn't even see where I was supposed to be. Feet on the court. LeBron running by. That's what we're talking about. They were playing the Cavaliers. That's what I'm talking about. This is what we're talking about here today in this video, this tutorial slash how was my affliction experience. Anyways, real quick, it starts from the beginning. When we pulled up, we had money, not enough, and then uh, Visa, MasterCard. We're like, "Yo, here we go. We want to pay for parking." They're like, "I'm sorry, we don't have that." I'm like, "Well, how can, what?" "Well, but you can go get it from a machine and do that." "Sure, man, no problem." As soon as I turned the corner, I looked around. Nobody gave a damn. Whoop, park. I mean, if she's gonna tell me to leave, because they don't have adequate um, technical, you know, whatever in the year 2009, and they don't actually assist me out, I'm parking. That's your fault. So that's exposure number one. I don't like doing these things, folks, but you have to do it. It is your civic duty to do these things. Obama would want it no other way. He wants everything to be transparent. That's why I'm putting this video up. My wife's like, don't put it up. You know, you could get in trouble. Fight. No, I mean, obviously I'm not gonna get in trouble. But, you know, whatever, whatnot. Anyways, rolled in, parking free, woohoo! But yo, I already supported these guys. Look, that's the money times two. Got inside. I didn't even see where my seat was because it didn't matter. I straight rolled up. So first, I'm gonna show you is where I was at. As soon as I walked in, bam, that's me, chilling. You know, not too far away at all. There's the little scoreboard. This later on in the night. That's Noguera right there. There's Noguera on the screen. This I'll get back to this later. I don't even know why this stupid picture's here. I do know why, because this is Heidi from the Hills and her boyfriend or husband. You can't really see him. Don't worry about it, guys. If you see him, you see him. It's actually the dude. My wife took that. She wanted to put it on Facebook. Anyways, later on we jump right into the fights. Like that's like right into it, and we're gonna get back to that later. Now, I watched the whole show from these seats. Beautiful seats. This is Andre Arlovski in front of the flag, just before the fight. There's no zoom. This is what I see from my eyeballs. There's the big screens on the side with the M1 Global Holla. All right. So when everything's done, you know. By the way, if you gotta go to the bathroom or anything like that, you gotta figure a way to get out and get back in. Because if you get out and you can't get back in, that's tough. Here's a little advice I would say: if you're with somebody that you know, on the way out, you kind of act like you're rushing, like, oh, I gotta go pee, or whatever it is. And then, as you pass dude on the way out, you go, oh, wait a sec, I gotta go back. You know what, yo, my tickets are with, you know, whoever. Just make sure they see you and recognize you, so that you can be like, come back in, and they'll say, where's your ticket? You come back in and give them the what up nod, like, yeah, you recognize me from just a few moments ago we spoke. That'll be all right. Anyways, as soon as Fedor knocked dude out, bam. I was like, okay, we're going in for the kill. I'm going to the ring. That's the other thing. There's no use me buying $500 tickets that aren't going to get me where I want to get anyways. I'm trying to get on the ring. There's no such thing as a ring ticket. Not for the average dude, which is me and you. You know what I mean? So paying $500 to sit almost too close with everybody in front of you standing, and you can't actually look over the shoulders. You can't see the big ass screen. You can't see the scoreboard with the timer. All you can see is maybe big ass dudes in front of you. Like those seats aren't even that good when it really comes down to it. It's like good for like status. Like I'm sitting in the front. I'm sitting right here. But when it really comes down to it, especially I heard at a UFC event, anywhere where there's a cage, unless you are up on under the cage, you can't see things because the cage jacks up your vision. Anyways, I went down there, forgot my damn camera, and only had my phone with me. So what happens? I roll up. I gotta show it on this because I don't know how to get it off here. I roll up without what I need. Now that's not a hustler's move, but you know what I mean? Whatever. There you go. There's one. There you go, right there. Now, that one dude is John Statham from like Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, and then a whole lot of other bad movies that I don't want to mention. He's with Vitor Belfort, right there. Now, Vitor Belfort walked up to dude and was like, I have a friend who wants to take a picture with you, but he wants me to take the picture with you. Vitor, come on now, man. But it was all good, because he was like, oh, sure, man, great knockout, da-da-da-da-da. They shook, hooked hand. Damn, they shook, hugged, did all that, you know, cool stuff. And then I went up on one side, followed Tito's hand. This is another thing. When you're trying to get in somewhere, you know, because I'm already on the floor, but now I want to get on the damn ring. I want to get in the ring. I'm trying to do that. So Tito walks up. I just followed his big head up. That's what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta follow somebody's big head. Somebody who everybody knows he's supposed to be there. So I followed Tito. Tito walked up. I just walked behind him. I could have hit on his shoulders. They will never see me behind his big ass head. But, one cop did, and he was like, you got to get down because you don't have the pass. So there were like 4 posts, like 1 post, 2 posts, 3 posts, 4 posts. I left post 1. He was like, you got to get down. I'm like, oh, sorry, officer. Good job. You're doing your job. I respect that. Let's see if the other guy is. Boom. Went to post 3. Wasn't doing his job. This time I walked up behind Donald Trump. Again, you can't walk by yourself. If you walk by yourself, you get blown up. But if you, ride in on the coattails of the next dude, the dude that's supposed to be there, they'll be like, oh, he must be with Donald Trump. Oh, he must be there with, whoever. The cops were really the only ones down here that were doing the job. Everybody else was kind of like, oh, he must be, if you fit in, they won't ask you questions. That's the ring, and that's Fedor talking to homeboy. There's another little. He turned his head a little that time. You see the Weber belt a little bit more. I'm right there. It's not zoom. This is just my hand, not even outstretched that far because I'm not trying to get blasted like that. And then this here, same thing. This is Oscar De La Hoya. He actually got booed. They got Golden Boy all over the place. They put Oscar De La Hoya up on a thing and they booed him. I'm like, y'all need to recognize what's going on. Alright. Then here we go. Ernesto Host. Greatest K1 fighter of all time. Dude look old as hell. Don't fight no more, dude. Don't fight no more, but he still would have whooped my ass. There's Fedor chilling with Donald Trump. Y'all can't see that. Whatever, though. That was that. Now, I was pissed. Because I'm like, oh my god, I'm here. All I got is a cheesy ass camera. I'll show you some videos real quick. Alright, that's Juanito Ibarra. He was a cut man for a whole lot of stuff there. Alright, that's Tom Atencio, guy who set the whole thing up. Affliction Man makes a lot of money because of some t-shirts. Then they cost $5 and he sells them for $70. Alright, that's an interview with Fedor. If I wanted to get straight up killed on the spot on camera, I could have reached over and be like, Fedor! And then they would have been like, get him! And that would have been it. I didn't feel that was necessary at all. I thought I was probably close enough. So that was that. I was like, oh man, what am I gonna do? I'm up here. I got down here. I'm like, you know what? I gotta go back. I gotta go back. Now, one thing I gotta tell you guys that I didn't tell you earlier is how to actually get inside. I skipped that part. How to get down to the spot that you want to get to. You gotta look for the dude who's not doing the job. I mean, I kind of thought I explained it, but I didn't really say it. When you look down that corridor, if you see somebody standing there like this, that dude's doing the job. If you see somebody standing like this, he's still doing the job because he's waiting for you. And as soon as you walk up, can I see your ticket, sir? And you're gonna have a $50 ticket. They're gonna send you up to the nosebleed seats. You gotta look down the corridor and see nobody. If you see nobody, it doesn't matter if they're there or if they're not, because that's the kind of dude. It's the mindset that lets people buy. Because once you actually walk past them, they don't tap you on the back. They don't got time for that. They can't chase you down the hallway. They can't chase you down the thing because they got other people that can run in. So when you look down the corridor, if you don't see anybody there, check it out. No big deal if you walk up. Sir, can I see your ticket? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. My bad. And then you just move on. No big deal. No harm, no foul. They're not going to kick you out. Oh, sir, you're supposed to be over there. See up there with all the nosebleeding people. Alright. That's what you do. And now what happens is I left. I went back to my wife. She takes some pictures when I was down there. Show you those real quick. She saw me and she's like, oh man, here he is. Man, I know he wishes he had his camera. Now, you can't really see me. I'm behind the Asian dude that looks like yeah, actually Joe's son. But here's a better one. You can see me looking. Looks like I'm looking right at her. That's Fedor right in front of me. This here you see the side of my head, beside bald dude. I'm to the right of Fedor again. This is me looking on with everybody else. I look like See now, look, you see here, I'm not smiling, I'm not cheesing, I'm not doing any of that. Everybody is watching with big cameras, suits, ties. They're all watching. I'm watching too. You gotta look like you're supposed to be there. That's what you have to do. You gotta look like you belong. Oh, there he is. No big deal. I'm always up here. This is something I do. Well, it's fine. You gotta do it like that. Now, when I went back up to actually get my actual camera, I had to go back past that line. Now I knew getting back was gonna be an issue. So when I went back, there was one lady who was, all you gotta do is catch them when they're not looking at you. The minute they're not looking at you, you walk. When they turn to look at you, don't look back. Because if you catch eye to eye, then that's absurd. But if they're looking at your back, they're not going to run up and tap you on the shoulder. This is very important. You got to realize. Some people are cut out for this. Some people aren't. No big deal. Everybody can't be on the side of the ring, or they just be chaos. So we need people to sit in the seats. We need people to be in the nosebleed seats. This video is for all the people who think that they might want to be on the cage side or the ring side one day. Or they might want to, right? You guys got to follow this. You walk up, do, stand around. Wow, this is really walk. You don't run, you walk. And then she turns or he turns. Oh, he's already passed. He probably has it on. Because why would he try this? Anyway, so I went back down. Let's see who I met when I went back down. Alright, so I go back down with my camera this time. I see
MMA, it's important.
All right. I'm Kevin's wife.
This is Kevin Randleman coming at you from the Affliction fight. MMA, it's important.
Thanks.
Thank you. MMA, it's important. MMA, it's important.
Some dude actually came up to dude and was like, Big John, hey man, how do you think Fedor could hang in the UFC? And he almost choked dude out. He was like, what? And I was like, don't answer that, man. Don't answer that. I straight up jumped in for Big John McCarthy. I was like, don't answer that, man. We all know he would straight up clean house, man. And I was like, I don't know, Brock Lesnar. And then Big John McCarthy was like, Brock. And just kind of sucked his teeth and was like, get this little kid out of here. That was ridiculous. Who else did I see? Yo, where's that one dude? Man, I didn't get Ron Jeremy out here. Man, I got Ron Jeremy. I can't find him though. Anyways, I can't believe that. I got Ron Jeremy saying MMA it's important. Anyways, y'all. It was a good ass night. It was crazy. That's what it is. I got the things, got out. What happened that I ran into Anthony Rumble Johnson in the bathroom. I was standing behind him, like waiting in line, and all I could see was like these really high cheekbones, like he was like malnourished. And I was like, is that? And I was like, Rumble. And he kind of turned around and was like, but that could have just been, it was him for sure, but it was just kind of like black people do it and bikers do it, and just people who are like part of a group of people. What's up? What's up? What up? What up, black? What up, man? You're black too. So he kind of gave the what up, black look. A lot of people don't know about this. A lot of white people don't know what the what up, black. That's what up, black. Anyways, and then like I made sure I didn't go beside him at the stall because I had asparagus, and asparagus mess up the smell of your pee, and I don't want him knowing, but y'all know. But you know what I mean? It's understood now. Like, it was asparagus, but then he would have just been like, what the hell is wrong with this dude's pee? It smells disgusting. Anyways, I was sitting in the seat. My wife was like, ooh, what is that outfit? And I looked back, and then there's some dude with like the ugliest blue outfit in the world. It was like a jogging suit from like a prank show in the 80s. And I was like, oh, damn, that's Kyle Uno. And he was sitting behind us, like a few rows over. So that was a trip. People I didn't see, but were there. Kid Yamamoto was there, and I didn't see him. That was upsetting when I came home and found out Kid Yamamoto was there. Gregory Musasi was there. I didn't see him. That was also upsetting. Those are the two guys I wish I would have seen while I was there. I walked by Renzo Gracie. I didn't get him on a thing. He was surrounded by a bunch of Brazilian ladies. The only person that wouldn't say MMA it's important, I was like, hey man, could you say MMA it's important? And he was like, and turned away. I was like, oh damn, Rampage is gonna knock you out, dude. Not Rampage. I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. I'm talking about Pete Jardine. He wouldn't do it. Everybody else, could you say it? Yes. Could you say it? Yes. Could you say it? Yes. Could you say it? And then the dude went and took a picture with somebody. He's like, click. I was like, oh damn. So maybe he's already in the mode like anti-black, like I gotta get Rampage, so I gotta like be that way with everybody, like that. I don't know. Tim Sylvia was there, big as hell. I walked by and was like, Timmy. I don't know if you like that, but I did it. Who else did I see? So I saw a bunch of guys, man. Trying to not leave out any funny stories, but I guess that's that. I walked by Pat Miletich, and I was like, Pat. I'm like, hey, man. I'm like, you're awesome, man. He's like, hey, man, I really appreciate it. I was like, damn, he appreciates it, man. I said, appreciates it. Nice ass dude. That was about it, man. The night was good. MMA, it's important. Hope you liked the video. It was kind of like, how was my time / how can you do it? If you study the video, remember the words, remember the advice. The next time you go to a concert and you want to get backstage, it's worked. I've gone backstage off these same principles. If you want to meet so-and-so and da-da-da-da-da, off the same principles. You know what I mean? You can do it too. MMA, it's important. Peace.